Hello, everybody, and welcome to Happy Healthy Moms Talk Show, our episode 2. We have been working diligently to get our schedule going with everybody. We're so excited for you to be here. Make sure you are sharing the lives, sharing the video. Remember Happy Healthy Mommy Talk Show. So, a little bit what we're about. We are about helping us mommies and women in general grow, right? Our journey here is ultimately to teach us to put us first, mentally, physically, and financially. So it is okay to put yourself first, mentally, physically, and financially. So this is what we are about, Happy Healthy Moms. So please spread the word for us, invite people into our lives. We are going to be sending out promotions of who's coming on. We are working diligently on trying to focus on our mental, physical, and financial journey. So those are the kind of guests that we are looking for to come on. I know next week we have an awesome guest that's going to come on board, and we'll send out the invites and the Facebook messages about a little bit about our guest. But again, it's just at the end of the day, we are here to help to become happy, healthy mommies and women. Okay, happy, healthy women and mommies, and we want to, talk about what we're not supposed to talk about, issues, concerns that we have. So a lot of good stuff that we're going to be discussing. So, but remember, please share our lives and share our links. Not sure how to do it. Connie's a technical person. She'll be on board right now in a little bit, but we want to respect everybody's time. We'll be going live from 12:30 to 1:30 every Wednesday, and we'll let you know, obviously, during the holiday what Wednesdays we will not be broadcasting. But again, this is a new talk show that we're trying to make it take off, and it's called the Happy Healthy Mommy. And our journey here is to say that it's okay for us to put ourselves, our mental state, our physical state, and our financial state we will be discussing first. Okay? Because that's how we get to become happier, happy wife, happy life. So that's what we have to do. We have some guests coming on. Connie will be coming on shortly. She has an awesome boot camp that she's going to discuss that she's having. It's actually live right now. It started on Monday. It's from Monday to Friday because she has a great background in coaching. So Connie should be coming on in a little bit and talking about that mental health. But today is the last Wednesday for Breast Cancer Month, so we do want to discuss that topic a little bit. Please go out there and get your mammograms done. I know me and my girlfriends, we were discussing, because this is real talk also, right? We were discussing, and we're like, oh my gosh, next year we're going to be 40. It's time to start doing mammograms. But obviously, age is just a number, so depends on your family history. Feel free to start getting mammograms before. And then support, because breast cancer comes in different stages, but no matter what the stage is, it affects the family. It doesn't just affect the person, it affects the whole family and friends. I remember when my girlfriend's husband called me letting me know that she had breast cancer. He was just devastated because it was hard, and then it was like stage 4 they diagnosed her with. It's a horrible feeling for the whole family, and especially the person being diagnosed with the breast cancer. So if you know anybody being diagnosed with breast cancer, you have to be there for support, because they're going to be mentally out of it. It's a whole journey they go through, but yeah, and then she survived it. She did it. And how did she do it? her family. Her family was there for her. I remember her sisters and brothers. They were bringing, juicers. Her brother's like, I got the Rolls Royce of juicing, and he was awesome. So they would deliver the juices to her house. She went totally vegan. She cleaned herself up, and I'm happy to say she's in remission right now. So I was so happy for my friend, because I don't know what I would do without her. I love her to death. I don't mention names because, people want to keep their stuff private, but it was a very emotional roller coaster that I could only imagine what she goes through. If I felt the way I felt when I found out about the news, and I could only imagine how her family felt and how she felt. So we as women have to empower each other and help each other through those times. Because when you get diagnosed with breast cancer, it's not just the person getting diagnosed, it's the whole family and friend circle. I know, and it was rough. Especially when you have little kids. It's so rough. So if you know anybody that has been diagnosed with breast cancer, always reach out to them. And maybe they don't want to talk to you. You know what? Don't get offended. They're living their own circle right now in their mind of what they're going to do to get through it. You just keep letting them know that you're there for support. If they need anything, you're there for them. Because trust me, if you go through it, you're going to want somebody to be there for you. So in light of, this is the last Wednesday for October, we did want to mention a little bit about the whole breast cancer and awareness, and we, just different experiences of what different people have gone through. It's been short notice with this broadcast. Like I said, we just didn't have a chance, but yeah, anybody with breast cancer or that's going through that stage right now, just reach out to them and tell them that you're there for support. Connie, how you doing, girl?
Welcome. Esther, what's up?
How's everything going?
Oh man, it has been so exciting. It has been really exciting.
I bet. There's so much stuff going on in this world. We could talk about a lot of other stuff too, but we want to keep it on our women issues and concerns. We want to help them get, our goal here is to get a balance, right?
It is. It absolutely is. And one thing that I got really present to was like the conversations that a lot of women don't have, and the need for these conversations, and how the different conversations we've created in ourselves continue to recycle to our daughters, right? Like the things that my mom thought are things that I should think, are things that I now teach my daughter, unless I change that cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the clean plate, the clean plate cycle.
It could be, it could be a clean plate cycle, but it's like, what are the conversations that have us as women not going out there and getting the things that we want done? Like, what are the conversations that stop us from getting our business, being successful in our business, or even putting our health first? There is there's a conversation that I absolutely hate, right? I detest the conversation. I hate the conversation. I'm going to share. I don't hate a lot of things. I hate this conversation. You ready?
It's a strong word, girl, but okay.
Hate is a strong word. I hate this conversation. I hate that moms cannot be selfish.
Oh.
I hate that anything that you have to give all of your stuff away. I hate that everybody comes first. And it's not that I'm not a caring person, but moms have had that conversation in such a way that they allow their health to deteriorate. They allow their diets to deteriorate. That moms have done, and there's nothing wrong, right, with caring for our kids. You got to care, you want to care for your children. You want to be there for them. But when you sacrifice your health, not even for the health of a child, but you sacrifice your health for the happiness of another person, is like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real talk.
There are so many women that are suffering through breast cancer, or they have a lump in their breast somewhere. and they don't want to talk about it because they don't want to worry anybody. That happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to me because I didn't want other people to worry about me, so that they would share my worry.
Oh my God, I could just imagine the stress that put on you.
Yes. So last year, was it last year, 2019? I want to say yes. So last year in 2019, no, it was 2018. So last year, I want to say last year, I'll get the facts and the dates so that I can be straight with what I'm creating. I noticed that there was a lump in my breast, right? And I was like, what is that? Like, nah. And I'm like, breasts are normally lumpy anyways. I've taken the classes, where they have the little plastic boob and you kind of touch the boob. I'm like, they're lumpy anyways. I've done that stuff already, right? So I've had those conversations. And then I noticed it was getting bigger and it was getting harder. And I started freaking out. And I'm like, well, if I just pray it away, it'll go away. Not talking about it. And there's nothing, you could pray it away. That's no problem. But I didn't even know what I was praying away. Like, I didn't want to deal, like I was hiding behind my faith to not deal with what my body was experiencing. And then it was getting bigger and it was getting harder. And my breast was noticeably bigger. My left one was noticeably bigger and fuller than my right one. And I was freaking out. I couldn't sleep. I was stressed out. I didn't want to tell my husband. I didn't want to tell my mother. I didn't want to tell anybody because I didn't want to have to go get checked out. I was like, it's cancer, I'm dying. I don't want no one to worry. And it was like such a conversation of like, I don't want anyone to worry about me. It was such a BS conversation that I lost 6 to 8 weeks of my life in this conversation. And then I felt horrible that I wasn't sharing with my husband. Right? So it was like this conversation of not being able to share about this private thing called the breast and the fear of the C word with the breast and all this caca. Like, I was not free to talk about what is my health going through. I don't want any other woman to go through that. When I finally told my husband, I was in tears because I kept a secret from my husband. And the secret was to protect him, which was still crappy, right? Mm-hmm. Hiding that was a really out of integrity for me because I was hiding out. I wasn't out here open, fully self-expressing myself. So I was acting like a damn fool about it. So when I told my husband, he was like, how could you keep this secret from me? That's not cool. What other secrets are you keeping from me? And I'm like, I was scared and I didn't want you to worry. He's like, well, I'm worried anyway, so that's not fair. And it's like, you're right. So then I shared with my mom and she's like, well, go check it out. That was it. Go check it out. Then I shared with my sister, go check it out. That was it. Then I shared with a couple of other girlfriends that I had. They're like, and I had one girlfriend, her name was Tara. And she was like, oh, really? Okay, go check it out. And I want you to call me when you make the appointment. And I want you to text me when you go. I want you to call me from the car when you're driving there. And it was just like, I was like, oh. And that is that sisterhood, right? I also shared with my former coworker friend who still I very hold dear to my heart, my friend Janelle. And I told her, I'm like, hey, this is what I'm experiencing in my body. And she gave me a recommendation for a fantastic women's health gynecologist, an OBGYN that dealt with those different things, and a recommendation. And I went and I saw him. And it was the support and the conversation of like, I don't know, like, I was like, what is this? But my whole conversation today is about like breast cancer. It's about freedom. It's about what are the conversations that as women we stop, right? So I had in my corner an accountability crew. I had my girl that was there in the back. I had my girl that was there in the back, like call me every step of the way because I want to know that you did it. And then I had my girl that was just like, hey, check this person out, check this person out. You know, you want to check the referrals out, but check them out and let me know what you find out. Right. And it was that a sisterhood and accountability of women understanding what women go through. And I went and they did an ultrasound. They're like, it seems like a cyst. It seems like a cyst. I'm like, okay, what is that? I don't understand what that means. What does that do? Is it cancerous? Can it be cancerous? Do I have a cancer? I don't know. Like the fear, right? And then they're like, I don't think so, but we'll have you go have a mammogram for sure. And they'll do the full scan all the way around because the way that it feels, it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't get that big, that fast like that. It's like, okay. So I went and I got checked out and it was determined that it was cyst. It was a cyst. So the procedure was to have a needle go in and drain it.
Okay.
No anesthesia. It was just like a shot. Okay. And I was like, is this common? Oh, yeah. How come nobody ever talked to me about this?
I've never heard of it. This is the first time I hear about it. You see?
And maybe I'm talking about this for somebody out there that might be experiencing something like this, because I don't ramble. I know that God uses me to speak and say things that are going to make a difference in people's lives. I know that's who I am. So it was that. And then it was just, and even if it was something else, whatever it would have been to have that conversation and to deal with that and to monitor myself and to be able to say, this is what I experienced. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing vulgar. There's nothing inappropriate about I had a cyst in my breast. If I had a cyst in my arm, would I be that stupid about it? No. If I had a cyst in my thigh, would I be that stupid about it? I have this lump. I don't know what this is. I got to go check it out. No. But because of the language that was created, that I was fostering, right? It was created. I was born into a conversation of, la mujer, we don't talk about your boobies. Don't talk about your no-no. That's your no-no. Your no-no. It's not a no-no.
Yes. Again, real talk about issues and concerns, ladies and gentlemen,
It's not a no-no. It's not chi-chis. Why is this an arm and that has to be chi-chis? What is
porque
that?
son chichis hombreras, that's just how you say it.
Right. Because we don't want to deal with the stigmatations that we put on them. Mm-hmm. Because I grew up in a conversation to stigmatize that conversation, to stigmatize my health about this and about my personal parts, and still looking for freedom in that space. So I want to share with you as a woman that my commitment in these weekly talk shows is to talk about happy, healthy moms, like Esther was saying, and to talk about mental and physical health and financial health.
Yes.
Because those are all the different conversations that we don't talk about because we're told not to.
Yeah.
And we're
we as women, like, I don't know why. It's just, I forgot what you call that, right? But
it's a conversation you're born into.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother told your mother that. Her mother told her that, and your mother told you that, and then will you teach your son that, or your nieces that?
Mm-hmm.
And the stigmatization, it's like, what is that about? Like, you know what I'm saying? And now we are in a very unique time that we can talk about whatever we need to talk about, and we get to say, you get to say, I get to say, whatever that means.
Yes.
I get to say what it means. A breast is a breast. Is a breast. That's what it is.
Mhm.
We don't have to PG this conversation. It's a truly biology word. It's a biological word. It's a word in the dictionary. There's no disrespect in that space. That's what it is. But having the conversations. So I invite like anyone, any woman that is dealing with any issue or concern, if you don't have a girlfriend that you can confidently have a conversation with and just talk about these issues, I invite you to reach out to us.
Yes.
I promise you, if you want to have someone to support you and cheerlead you and lift you up, we are your ladies. I promise you that. If you inbox me and tell me, girl, this is what I'm going through, I will challenge you and be like, okay, what you gonna do about it?
Yes.
All right. Did you see a doctor? Did you do that? No, no, no. Okay, first step first. Let's get you a doctor. Well, I don't have this. Okay. And I promise you, that's my commitment. And I'm surrounding myself around other women that are committed to these women's issues. Not even issues. There's not an issue. There's no issue. We don't have a problem. But these are concerns. These are things that matter to us, right? It's a matter. It's a concern. Women and mental health. I knew a woman years ago. I was a little girl, and she had mental health issues. And I won't say her name because I don't want to disrespect the family, because they haven't normalized what it was. And there was no normalization for it. But they would say that whenever the moon was full, she would go crazy. And she would. I remember I was a little girl. She would sleep with a knife and she was ready to kill somebody. And she dealt with mental illness in a way that people would just hide her. Right. And it's like, that's that crazy grandmother. And, she would have her different remedies, and she almost poisoned my cousin because the baby was sick. So she went and got some leaves from the backyard, boiled them, put them in a bottle, and gave them to her. There were no leaves in the backyard in the city of Chicago's concrete backyard that were going to save that child because they were not planted. So they had to put her in someone else's house that didn't have children. And that's how they dealt with her mental illness. And they said, oh, she just gets crazy when the moon is full. Well, she suffered from different bipolar issues, and she had schizophrenia, and she had these different concerns and different things that were going on, but they wouldn't have her medicated. They wouldn't talk about it. Just she crazy when the moon's full.
Yeah, that's a big no-no in our community. I mean,
Oh
God, if you go to a therapist, psychiatrist, that's loca. You're crazy. You're crazy.
And you should be, and you know what? And you should be treated as such.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. We have to change that normal. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So in that conversation, I've invited a special guest. Her name is Erin Shine, and she is a mental health wellness awareness coach. And she all takes this conversation on very seriously, particularly in how women address and deal with these different things, because there's nothing wrong. There's just what is. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with if you feel down, what has you down? What's going on? There's a lot of different spaces. It might be that your vitamin D is off. That really might just be all that it is. The people that have vitamin D deficiencies get the blues. And during the winter time, they call them the winter blues. But really, it might just be a vitamin D deficiency. Or it might be some other herb or something that would help you with that. For me, yeah. It might not be. For me, I can say, even though it's mental health, I'm going to talk about physical wellness and health. For me, I have mild arthritis in my knees and in my hips, just mild. And I can say that I have talked to doctors about that. It's not enough to do anything real about it. But when it flares up, it's very uncomfortable and it hurts. I didn't know. There's a product that I use. It's called Body. Amazing product. You put it in water, you shake it up, you drink it. You can sweeten it or not. It's up to you. The one that I use is completely organic and it's natural, no GMOs, none of that stuff. And when I drink that, the beet powder and the turmeric and the combination of all the different powders in it relieves my swelling within about 24 hours. And I don't feel the discomfort of the inflammation.
Sweet. Yeah.
And those are things that the American society doesn't want you to know. They'd rather keep you medicated and on and anti-inflammatory pills. If I take an ibuprofen, does that solve the problem?
No, it just
takes away the pain, but it doesn't solve the problem. Yeah.
Sometimes we're really good at taking away the pain. We just don't like to. Sometimes it's hard. It's easier to take away the pain than solve the problem.
Yes. So that is something also like I didn't know. Now I know. I learned that in April. I started using these products and the knee pain. After 40, your 40's coming, Esther. I'm 45. I got 5 years ahead of you. So I could tell you some stuff, girl.
6, girl. I had it right. 6.
And you know what? And even as women, normalizing what 40 looks like.
Así de bella.
Así de bella. Así, right? 40 is hot.
Yeah, girl. 40 is the new 20. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right? All of it, right? So that's what I want to bring in these conversations as we're talking about, like, what are things that matter to women? And I know there was a conversation out there, they matter to moms. There was a conversation out there that like, what about the dads? Yes, the dads are out there. And there are people talking about the dads as well, but my heart is, as a mom, I didn't have someone there for me. And my journey, and I think Esther's journey too, that's why we're journeying together, is like, as a mom, like, no one told me some of the crap that I am experiencing as a woman maturing and aging, like, in 45. Nobody told me about this knee pain crap. Nobody told me about pre-menopause, perimenopause. No one told me about hair falling out. No one told me about this happens to women.
The mental stress of making sure everything's done. You got the laundry's done, the food is done, groceries are done, laundry's folded and put away. I mean, there's some lucky women out there that got the men that help them out, but some of us, they expect the men, it's expectation again, not just from us, but from our couple, that they expect us to do everything. And that's the conversations that we want to bring to light, that, yeah, it's not cool. And it's okay that you go through those self-pity moments, I like to call them, but that's it. You got to go through them and we got to walk over them. And what can we do to help improve our mental health, our physical health? And I think that starts also with helping improve our financial health, So these are all the topics that in our Happy Healthy Mommies talk show, we are going to talk about. So we are here to empower women, that they can put themselves first. It is okay to put yourself first.
We give you permission.
Yeah, we're giving you permission to put yourself first.
Yes.
Because I give my permission myself every day, and I know that could start some fights. But at the end of the day, we're still doing everything, right? Because we are natural. I don't know. I feel we're natural multitaskers. And sometimes our significant others are not, right? But we as women, let's not talk about it. We as women are natural multitaskers, but multitasking to do this for them, to do this. But you got to do stuff for yourself too. It's okay to take time for yourself, because then we lose ourselves. Then we gain weight. Weight gain leads to unhealthiness, leads to diabetes, leads to back pain, leads to inflammation. Inflammation Stress is the biggest killer out there
for women. Yeah.
it is deadly on your body, for men and women alike. That stress thing doesn't play. You don't play with that. That's why you have to take care of yourself, so you could live that long life, so you could see your grandchildren.
Yeah.
You can see well, in my case, my grandchildren.
Yeah.
So you keep up with your children.
Yeah.
They're on the go. My son 4, man, he's on the go. That kid, he can run. He's on the go every single day. But before we want to keep on track, and I do want we do have a topic too that I want Connie to discuss a little bit, because we're interested in Connie. So Connie has this awesome boot camp going on, a boot camp live that I saw all the action. It's so fabulous. So I want her to discuss a little bit, some pointers on what the boot camp's about. So maybe when you do the next one, we can invite some of our guests on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So go ahead. She'll be taking over for a good 10 minutes.
Okay, great.
And then we'll end the segment.
While you're here, Esther, I want to invite you and everyone else to share. If you're seeing this on your feed, what you can do is you can open up the post all the way, copy the link at the top, and share. If you like the conversation, share. And then if you're seeing it straight on your feed, like on your page, and if it doesn't have the share button, you can copy it and share it out. I want you to share this conversation out next, and then share your aha moments. Share what you've gotten from this conversation. And then next week, we're going to pick two people's comments. We're going to share their comments, and we're going to send you a special gift.
Yes. And then for the guests that we're having next week, we'll put it on our group, because we got a group called Happy Healthy Mommies. So also, if you're not part of the group, you can feel free to join our group.
Yeah.
There's no need. You can still want to see our talk show and just comment on it. But then in our groups and on our news feeds, we're gonna start putting on our news feed as well. We're gonna start putting the guests that were coming, so we can promote it.
Shared. Okay, it's a sharing competition. The person that
so we appreciate you. So Connie, go ahead and talk about that topic.
Okay. Thanks, Esther.
Thank you.
All right, great. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to remove Esther from the stream. But yes, so I want to share with you. Remember, we talked about Happy Healthy Moms, and we talked about the mental health, physical health, and financial health. So I wanted to really talk about, I have this fantastic boot camp that's going on right now. And I'll share the link for the boot camp as well as we're talking. And it is called the Get Your Business Popping. Yes, I am so excited about this. And the reason why I'm super excited about this boot camp is because what popping is, and I want to share with you, what popping is taking an opportunity to really plan your business, plan your online presence, powerfully, to help you powerfully inspire new growth in your business. I have a lot of people out there. I see Shar, hi. I have a lot of moms out there that have businesses and they're working from home moms, which is called a WAHM, a wham. So I have a lot of work at home moms that find themselves like, I don't have time for my business. Like, they have time to cook, they have time to clean, they have time for the kids, they have time for the groceries, they have time for the gym, they have time for this stuff. And then when everything dwindles down, they have 30 minutes to do their business, and they're like, I don't have time for my business. So what we're doing in this boot camp is we are getting really clear as to what the conversations are that we're having right now about our business. We're getting complete with the past. Like, we're like, I'm no longer going to be inconsistent in my business and creating new promises where they're being consistent in their business. We went through this in day one. And now what they're creating is, this is who I want to be in my business. Like, we are literally inventing ourselves in our businesses, and we're creating plans to catapult what that looks like. Yesterday, I shared some fantastic new conversations to start inputting as we start taking out the old language about how we felt about business, So yesterday we created some people call them affirmations. I call it new language. I call it new language because we spend so much time talking bad about ourselves in such a crappy way. We talk bad about our business to ourselves, not to nobody else, to ourselves, that we don't replace it. So we said out with the old, in with the new, and this is the new way, the nice way, the respectable way. I'm going to talk about me and my business. So we did that yesterday. So it is super exciting. So we are creating popping, pop, pop, pop. We're planning our how we're looking and showing up online. We're powerfully inspiring new growth in our business by providing solutions for our customers as opposed to selling stuff. For example, I have a problem with knee pain. My knees, I'm 45, my knees get really achy and they hurt they hurt. My body hurts. Like I was a hip hop dancer, or I thought I was when I was a teenager. So I danced around a lot. I rolled around on the concrete a lot. And I did a number on my knees, right? And part of it could be also genetics, right? But now it's like the pain is here and dealing with it. And the pain, when I go through when I have gone through that pain, it had laid me out. I wasn't even able to sit. I wasn't able to stand. I wasn't able to walk. I wasn't even able to sit in a car for more than 30 minutes. True story. People that know me know that I could not sit in a car because of the pain that I experienced in my knees and my back for more than 30 to 45 minutes. As a result, I couldn't take a drive to the Dells from where I lived. I couldn't go past Milwaukee because it would hurt. I knew that it came with a cost. And the solution for me was to go a natural path and go towards anti-inflammatory and pain as a process. So looking for things that my body liked, right? Looking for things that brought my body joy and did not inflame my body. So on that journey, I found this amazing company that I'm partnering with. And if you want more information about that company, send me a message. If you want information about that product, send me a message and I will respond. But this conversation here is about like different things to help you move your business along. So I want to share with you today. Here, I have it here for you guys. This is so exciting. I want to share with you a couple of steps and strategies to get your business popping that will have you looking at like what's available for you and your business. Now, for those that don't know, because I don't know if I fully introduced myself and shared my story with you, I have been in network marketing since 1993. I know. I did not start when I was 3 years old. I just want to tell you that because you cannot start network marketing until you're 18, at least at that time. So yes, since 1993, I have been in network marketing. So the moment I turned 18, I joined a beauty company and I was like, yes, I'm going to make millions of dollars and get a pink car. And I was just like, it didn't work. I was like, oh, and then the product didn't work for me. It worked for a lot of people, but it didn't work for me. And I was just like, I can't promote something for me, right? I have to promote something that works for me. And I was like, okay. And then I found another company. I'm like, yes, here we go. I spent $20. I got this cute vinyl gray bag and a bunch of little samples. It was fantastic. And I started sharing the products. And I realized that the moment I got the money was the moment I used the money. And I didn't really get money management skills on how to work the business. And then every business that I started, the conversation was like, okay, make a list of 100 people and go sell to your people. Well, I was like, shoot, how much lipstick am I going to sell? How many lipsticks do they need? Right? And then I was just like, okay, let's figure this out. So every company since 1993, and then I'm sure it's been longer, says sell to all of your friends and family, right? So part of what I do and the company that I'm with now is although it's important to have a list, but you want to have a list of people that are looking for your solution. Because I don't bring problems, I bring solutions. I have solutions to maybe things you didn't know. You maybe didn't know that using a root beet or turmeric infused or coconut infused product that you can drink daily would reduce your knee pain. Maybe you didn't know that, right? Maybe you didn't know if you changed your diet, if you increased your water, if you did some stretching in the morning, you wouldn't have to be on an ibuprofen regimen, burning up your stomach and hurting your liver, right? Maybe, I don't know. But these are different things that I talk about in my business as I provide solutions for my customers that are going through different things in their bodies that they didn't know that they can deal with naturally. So that's what I do, right? So in that space right there, we teach marketing, right? So we teach you how to market your business, how to create strategies online that you don't have to use against your family to get creepy about your business, right? For those that know what I'm talking about, when you start a network marketing business, the first thing you do is you harass your family. Everybody in your family has to buy your product. You can let them know what you're doing, but you don't have to necessarily be weird about it and just and make sure that everybody, it could be, maybe, I don't know. But if you find a product that helps them solve something, then there's no problem and everybody will do it, right? But I teach strategies to expand the market. Like, how do you show up on Facebook? How do you show up on Instagram? How do you show up on other platforms like TikTok? How do you use TikTok to build your business? How can you show up on YouTube? How do you create evergreen conversations so that you can build your business and people are looking for you? So the strategies that I teach are strategies on how to have people look for you. And then you're servicing them. Yes, I have someone on there that says, yes, this is so true. Been there before with that method. Yes. And it's the strategy of creating a list is imperative. But I teach you how to create a list through marketing strategies and email strategies. I teach you how to get a list, create a list of not just your circle of family, but how to help people get the solutions that they need with everything that they're creating, right? So that's what I teach. Yes. All right. So those are strategies that I teach in the boot camp. So in the boot camp, we create strategies, we create plans. Someone mentioned on there, stress makes our belly grow too. Yes, especially mommy bellies. Oh, yes. So those are yes. So those are different problems that we have that we can help find solutions for. So all of that is to say, in the boot camp, we are creating that strategy. And let me get the link for you really quickly, because although today is day 3, you can jump in right now in the boot camp, catch up on your first 2 days, and join us tonight on the boot camp, because today, tomorrow, Friday's the last day because it's a 5-day boot camp. Today and tomorrow, we're going to go through creating a 30-day plan. Creating a 30-day plan so that you can launch it on Monday. So that you can relaunch your business on Monday and really create a business that you always loved and dreamed of. So you create it according to what you want for your business. What do you think of that? Would you like a 30-day plan to work your business? Would that make a difference for you? I created a group of a community of action takers that are ready to launch their business. They just need a couple of other steps to move forward. So if that's something that you're interested in, I can absolutely help you with that. All right. So I'm going to put the links in the different Facebook groups, in the different Facebook comments, because I want to make sure that you get it. And then I'm also going to post it here. So that's what I have, Esther. Join the group, create a plan. Let me get Esther in.
Love it. I love all
Yes.
the information. This is the boot camp is great. I see all the great responses on there. I mean, if you guys could try to get in tonight, that's great. If not, I know Connie's going to be doing another one soon. But try to get in tonight and see get a feel for it and a taste for it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. As you can see, it's on a banner. But these are just different things that we're putting out there to help empower us as women to grow, help us put first. Remember again, that physical, mental, and financial health is what we are here. That is our journey that we want to do together, because I think those three factors will make everybody happy. Happy wife, happy life. Happy mommy, happy life. An empowered woman is just, I think it makes the whole room aura so positive that it's incredible what the possibilities are when you have such a empowered person in the room. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help you in the journey. We appreciate you. We appreciate you sharing our lives. We will be here back next Wednesday with a special guest to show us her journey and how this multi-level marketing company has helped her in her life progress as a woman. So I'm so excited to have her on. She'll be on with us next Wednesday live. So Christina, we're so excited to have you here.
Christina,
all right.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so that's going to be our segment for next week, talking about how MLM has helped her and her business, has helped her on her journey through life. So we appreciate you for tuning into Happy Healthy Mommies. This is
Esther. I want to share the group too. I'm going to share the Happy Healthy Mommies group because it's the Happy Healthy Mommy Club. And it's a club committed to your health. Right now we have a walking challenge. Actually tonight, Esther, at 7:00, we're spinning the wheel.
Oh yeah. Tonight's wheel day. I forgot, it's the last Wednesday of the month. We do a big spin of the wheel and we give out prizes and stuff for the walking challenge that we have. Yes, I forgot. Yeah. Yes. That'll be fun. So 7:00 tonight. Don't miss it. Whoever's ever been posting. We got our awesome admin, Reina Lopez, who helps us with putting all those numbers together and putting the big wheel together.
Yes.
500 people. So there's no limit, guys.
That's right.
Putting your steps on.
This is going to be so exciting.
Yeah.
So this is what we're here for. We are absolutely here for your health. We're here for your mental health, your physical health, and your financial health. Yeah. So mommies, let's get together and get healthy. We're here for you. And if you know anyone that we should be talking to or have on our show, send us a private message. We would love to invite. And we're really interested in promoting other moms that are strong in their business, that maybe they have a group or they have a book. I would love to have some authors come on and share about like what's up with like different concerns that moms have, because mommy, you're not alone. You are not alone, mommy. We are here and we got you.
Yes. Hasta la vista, baby. Ciao, Bella.
See you tonight. See you tonight. See you next week.
7 p.m.
Bye.